Atmospheric pressure. Air pressure. It is a force exerted on objects on Earth, including yourself. If you think of air as a large column pushing down on you, but you have a column sort of on every side of you, on every part of your body pushing down on you, that is sort of what air pressure is. You can also think of the column of air extending in all directions as far as it can. So the one above you would extend all the way to the far reaches of our atmosphere, where there are still molecules of air. As long as there's molecules of air, you'll always have a force exerted on you or on your body. So we need to have those molecules in our air in order to have the force of air pressure. Air pressure is measured using a barometer. Like the one in the picture is ones that you'll see in class, and our weather station has a barometer, but it's located inside the housing mechanism so it does not get ruined from the elements. So this barometer that you see in the picture has what's called a diaphragm or a membrane inside it that is very sensitive to a change in air pressure. So if you think of a small balloon that could be inflated, and that the small balloon would either expand or shrink depending on how much air pressure was pushing on it, okay? And then the units we use are millibars or inches. If you can also see in this picture that they're using millibars or MB to measure air pressure, or we'll also use inches. There are other types of barometers that don't have a diaphragm, such as a mercury barometer, and that uses a liquid of mercury as a measure. Mercury is sensitive to air pressure, so it's in a tube, and the mercury rises and falls depending on air pressure. So do you ever notice a change in air pressure? There are a few circumstances in which you can notice a change in air pressure. One is when you're in a plane. Some people are very sensitive, and that's when your ears pop because there's a quick change in air pressure. Another one might be if you've driven up a really large hill and you start to go back down it, or as you're driving up it, your ears will pop and you'll notice that there's a quick change in air pressure and your body is trying to equal or make the pressure equal inside and out, and that's why your ears pop. Most of the time we don't notice air pressure because we have been living with air pressure our entire lives, and it is pushing on all parts of our body equally. So therefore, we don't notice a difference unless those circumstances, such as the airplane or your car coming down a really large mountain. So again, air pressure pushes on you from all directions, and your body wants to keep the pressure inside of it and outside equal, and that means it's balanced so that we don't notice the changes either. So your body is really good at keeping the pressure equal. So how do we know that air exerts pressure? Because we can't see air, we breathe it. So we know that it's made up of gas. It's made up of several different gases. Most of air is made up of nitrogen, and oxygen is the larger components of the air that we breathe. And all gases have weight or a mass. Even though we can't see it, it still has weight, and that's why it'll exert a pressure on objects on Earth. And this air pressure, a change in air pressure, is what contributes to some of our weather phenomenon that we will get into in detail in future lessons. We will also be proving that air has mass over the next several weeks on Weather Wednesday.